Generic greetings and welcome back to Airships Conquer the Skies once again. In the previous episode we managed to make something that was, actually it was okay. I was going to say it was problematic, but it wasn't. It was actually a really good design. We'll go to, I've clicked save design, but I didn't mean save design, hang on. Open design, and we've got the Big Gun Swarmington version 2. Oh, by the way, today's beverage is a nice cup of tea. Not lemon tea, not green tea, not Earl Grey, and certainly not English breakfast tea, because that name is heresy. It's a nice cup of tea. So, as you can see, we made this thing, which is the Big Gun Swarmington version 2. Version 1 being not as good. It was, although it's smaller, it didn't have the flak gun, which means it could be easily bombed from the top, which is always a problem when you're in a game that's about fighting in, you know, space, or, well, not in space, but you've got like a, you're not just on the ground, things can go above you, which is obviously problematic, especially when you've got a big gun like this, which has a very limited arc of fire. This is the Imperial Cannon, and I said it was the biggest gun in the game. Now, most people, I agree that this was a fairly decent design, certainly fun to watch and is interesting, which is all, that's the objective of these videos. But the thing is, you know, the whole technicality thing came out. Well, technically people were saying the Imperial Cannon is not in the game. It's actually a mod, and one of the base mods that you can get, in fact one of the first ones, because it was designed by the developer, is a sort of like little test subject for the game. And there's other mods that you can get which put even bigger guns in. For example, if we go over to this thing, we can see that we've got, well, for example, that thing, which is just slightly bigger. That's the super heavy cannon, and it is 3 blocks longer, which is like 3 meters, I think. Is it 3 meters? No, it won't be. I don't think every block is a meter. That wouldn't make much sense. Anyway, it's 3 blocks longer, and it is about, oh, it's only 1 block short in terms of height, so it's about the same size as that. So yeah, it's a slightly bigger gun. In fact, in terms of damage, look at it. Blast damage is 800, piercing is 800, reload time 10 seconds, arc of fire is 1 degree, so it's got a slightly reduced arc of fire when you compare it to the Imperial Cannon, which, as you can see, piercing damage is 400, reload time is 10 seconds. So yes, this is a bigger, a better gun, just can't fire as, it can't fire at, like, really anything that's, well, if you were, like, this distance, like, it couldn't fire anything above there or there. It's just, it's a complete and utter bore sight weapon. That's all this thing is. But I thought it would be interesting to make a design with that, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to probably, I'll probably just leave. Yes, we'll leave, then go back into Airship Editor. And we will make a vessel built around that. Or do we really need to make one around that? Is there not something we can pick up and, like, clamp stuff on? What about, oh, something like that, actually. The Hammerington might be a good design. If we just get rid of some of this stuff, if we just remove module, and we just say remove module, and we get rid of those and all of this, and then we just put the gun on the bottom. That might be a decent mess around. By the way, for those who are interested, the mod is called, well, it's White Fox 3030's mod pack. If you go on the Steam Workshop for Airship Conquer the Skies, it's, I think it's the 2nd or 3rd highest rated or something like that. It'll be on the front page, I'm sure. But yeah, this is the one I'm using. I've tried some others as well, and I've had a mess around, but this is the one with the big honking space cannon. There's other big honking space cannons. There was a nice mod that I tried that was like based on like battleships, that I thought was quite good. That was an interesting one. But no, we're going to stick with this one. So I could just put it like that, but it would be pretty much, yeah, it would be quite long, wouldn't it? So I don't think that would be the way to go. Instead, I'm going to put it about there. And then we do need to go over to, well, we'll pull that down. By the way, some of the other stuff you can get is like an excavator. Yeah, it's quite big. Actually, putting that on the front of this would not be overly decent. There's another one. There you go, another gun pointing back. There's a game I play on, actually mostly on tablet, but you can get it on PC, and I've featured it on the channel. It's called Redcon, and it's essentially a Fortress v Fortress fighting game, and some of these guns like remind me of that, which is quite good. You could probably make a nice Fortress game on this. I know it's called Airships, but I bet you could do like a nice Fortress versus Fortress fights. That would be quite interesting. You've got a lightning gun, which, yeah, it's a big Tesla gun type thing. You've got a long rifle, some sort of sniper rifle. You've got, what else, a super heavy laser. We'll have to try that out later on. And, yeah. So, what should we try? Well, if we're going to try this gun, we need some sort of resource. Particularly, we need some sort of ammo, which is what we're going to put in like that. And probably small ammo store there, and then maybe just another supply hatch because we can. And we've got no marines, yes I know, but this is technically a ship that's working, so we'll probably stick with this one. It is quite expensive for the size of it, and it is overcrewed by the look of it. Is it overcrewed? It is overcrewed, but I think we're okay. Don't need to mess around. Like I said, it's just trying these guns out. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Marines on guard 1. Air sailors. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Service ceiling is... Ooh, 170 meters. That's quite high. What if we change it to... We've currently got wooden armor, you see. If we change it to steel armor, what does that bring it to? 79 meters. Well, that's not too bad. The problem is, look at that. Look at the arc of fire, or rather, the non-arc of fire. It's a bore sight weapon. It is just down that row, and that's all you're going to do. So... Do I want to have a reduced service ceiling? Probably not. Probably not. We're going to go for reinforced wooden armor, and that is... Oh, no, that's 50 meters. Okay, wooden armor. We'll stick with wooden armor, and we'll see what that's like. We've got a decoration, as you can see. No, actually, we'll change it to a big red one. There we go. That's fine. Decorate. We've got the Hammerington there. We'll change it, put it there. Yep. Makes sense having a big mouth there, I think. Yeah, there we go. Right, we're going to rename it. It'll be the Gav, and it can't really be called the Big Gunnington because we've already got that. The cannon is... It's like... Super Big Gunnington is starting to get a bit long, so I think we're going to name it quite accurately. It's called the WTFington, because I think that is pretty much accurate. We're going to save design, save it there, and we will leave combat, and normal AI, day, that's fine. So we'll add airship, and... Why can't we use that one? Oh, I know why. Okay, hang on. Airship editor. Open design. It says we've got no marines. And I do have a guard barracks somewhere. Guard post, yeah. So the problem is that essentially that no longer works. Small ammo store, we don't need that. That's the command, which we can put back in there. Yeah, okay, save design. I thought it was just giving me a warning about not having the barracks, so that's a problem, like if we get boarded, but no, it's actually saying I just can't use it. Airships, there we go, now we can, and we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's a total of 11,000 and change. And we will be against... I'm not going to be against the same thing. For airships... What should we have? Obviously, this will kick our ass every time, because it always does. You know what? Building. Probably a building. Probably the big def. Put a big def in here. Like so. And... Airship... Subbingtons. I always like the Subbington. Don't think it will Workington? No, we'll have one of them. Go to airship once more. Zeppelin. Oh, God, we'll put one Zeppelin in because, you know, we have to have something overpowered. But I'm going to put it right at the back there. We'll go for airship again. Squishington. Subbington Mark II because I like these. 1. And they're about 1,000 under, so I reckon... No, maybe Bombardington's a bit too big. Although, to be fair, we could just put a Bombardington in and then get rid of that. And then get rid of that. And actually get rid of that. Should probably flip it round to the right way. There we go. Get rid of that. And they're overpointed just a little bit. But you know what? We will... You know what? We'll just put one more W2Fington in there. Like, back... there. Right, so, what do you reckon's going to happen? Well, these will probably fall out the sky if them cannons get hit, but, okay. Start. So there's the cannon going off immediately, look at that. That's a massive explosion, and there's the shell. Okay, it's quite big. And it took the top straight off. Well, that's what we want. Okay, you know what? I think the explosion sprites are a bit too big. Right, what we're going to have to do first is get to that, move it to there. Get this one, move it back to there. Because obviously, look, it's no target available. And, yep, the inevitable happened. We hit it. The Bombardington is a fantastic bombardment vessel. It just doesn't like getting hit. At all. If it gets hit, it goes down. You could argue that every airship in the game does not want to get hit, but that is like less than others. Anyway, going down, there's some shots going out. God. Good grief. The shots. The damage it causes is unbelievable. Look at that. I mean, let's have a quick look at the guns on them. You can see it's... Is it going to look... Does it recoil? Oh yeah, it does recoil a little bit. I like the way it recoils the entire ship, though. That's pretty good. We're going to move this down to... we can't move it. No, we need to move this one down to there. Need to move that one down to there. Look, it's got so little arc of fire. It can hardly get anything. What was that just coming off? Bit of debris. There's the cannons going. You can hear them. And whatever they hit, they destroy. Is what we're getting here. Look at that. Oh, didn't destroy that, though. Which is strange, because it was like the central section. If that goes, the whole top goes, I'm guessing. Yeah, we're chiseling away. There you go. The sound effects are quite nice, this thing. We need to move that down to there. We'll ram it down, and it will just chuck through the trees, and we'll ram that down to there. So that can fire as well. There you go. There's the shots whizzing out. And, yes, I think we can say for certain that those cannons are big, and they work. Yeah. Yeah, that's not too bad at all, that. I really like them. Building a defensive structure with those on, I don't think would be very good if you're versing against anyone that has airships. Against land ships, I reckon those would be quite good, because obviously they have to come at that exact height, and then obviously the shots are going to hit them and take them out very, very quickly. But, oh my good grief, look at all the smoke up here. But, in terms of their effectiveness, yeah, they're quite effective. I mean, to be fair, against the Bombardington, it's not really a fair test. Like, you see just how really, really bad they can be when they get hit. You know, from long range, they're fantastic, but if they get hit with a big cannon that penetrates the armor and then blows the front off, yeah, they just don't have the blast doors in place, so the whole thing just spreads out the ship, and then that's it. You've lost 7,000's worth of ship. So what we're going to do, we're going to open that thing up again, and we can see that that's fine, that works, that's good. But we want to try another weapon out. Let's try the super laser, and you know what? This time we're going to put it there. There we are. We don't actually need to go up to there, so I don't know why I'm putting that in. Can we put in, hang on, in command, can we put a crow's nest? Yeah, we can. That'll do. Right. So, that requires unit of coal every 5 seconds, so it uses coal. Okay. Fine. That's understandable. We'll go over to first, while we're on here, command and crew. Berth or a bridge. A bridge is generally the way to go. We'll put it there. I was going to say I'll put it further back. Actually, yeah, I will put it further back. The reason not to is if there's an explosion that takes this gun out, it might take that out. But to be fair, if this gets destroyed, there's no way the rest will be alive anyway, so it's sort of pointless. Like, if that falls off, then the rest of the ship, I don't really care what happens to it, because it's useless. So, service ceiling is 202 meters. We'll need to go to resources and coal. How much does it hold? Coal capacity 32, and that uses how much? Unit of coal every 5 seconds. Yeah, it's going to have to be that. Really. Just to keep this thing going. How many airless sailors? Main crew 12, recommended crew 17. So yeah, we probably do need to have that. And that. There we go. Right, sorted. Underneath here we could have something. Needs it says has no ammunition, needs more supply hatches. Well, the supply hatches is an easy task. You just put a couple of them in there. And then I guess it's saying ammunition because that doesn't use any though, does it? Unit of call every 5 seconds. It doesn't say about ammunition. So I think it's just saying it because the general rule is you do need an ammunition and gun. So it'll be in... Actually, I'm pretty sure if I close this down, hang on, go to modules and go right to the bottom. Yeah, we've got, look, a tiny ammo store. What we'll do, we'll remove that little door. We'll put a tiny ammo store in there, right, just to get rid of the alert. And then we'll connect the doors up to the front. And there we go. We don't need to do that, by the way. We could easily just delete these bits here and then put something there. Like a bit of, not a keel because that'll make it too heavy, but we could put something there. I only put a bit underneath it just in case we hit something like a tree and I don't want it to damage that gun. I'd rather take out this corridor. So, over armor, and you can see we're fairly armored up. We've got, the arc for the laser is really, look at that. The laser's up and, no, actually, what the hell? Why is the laser up and down there? I thought that would be very, very directional as well, but apparently not. Alright then, whatever, we'll keep that. We'll go for bright red again, I'm guessing. There you go, because it is a laser. And put the mouth where that is. No, you know, we're not going to put mouths on it. It's fine. And then put a nameplate. Big one. Large nameplate there. Put a round on it as well, because we can. That looks too. That looks okay. Move that down a bit. Okay. And we'll change it to... what do we want to change it to? Just going to check this. Yeah. Look at the arc of fire on it. Silly. Oh well. Right. So, don't need that. Rename. It's the Laserington, naturally. Save the design. Save that. And leave. Combat. We'll fight in... Oh, snow's quite nice. Very nice. Okay. Add airship. Laserington. It's $3,000, so it's a little bit more expensive than the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it looks nice in the snow. Because of the, like, the colours, like the warmth of them. Oh, I like them. Yeah. So, we're on $18,000 plus a bit of change. We'll go for building. Put a big def in. And I know it's not exactly recreating the same test circumstances and all of that, but we'll put a bombardington in just to see it explode after about 2 seconds of fighting. We'll go for a... What are we on? 12,000. We need to get 18, I believe. 18 plus change. Probably landship. Mini tankingtons. Scorpiontons, they always explode really quickly. Put one of them in. Put 2 of them in. Why not? And 16,000. Airship. What should we have? We don't want a board. We don't want a boarding vessel because it'll just... Oh, why don't we put some W2 Effingtons in? There we go. That's about right. They're a little bit overpointed, but yeah, let's start this off. So, here we go. There's the lasers. Right. Okay, so lasers are a bit weird. Do you see that? They go like... Oh, we've immediately lost the bridge on this one. And there's a big horde of torpedoes. Horde or a swarm? Is it a horde or a swarm? I'd say a swarm. I'd say a swarm. And there's the laser. Let's just pause it for a second. I was going to pause it, but it looks like, yep, we've taken the front off, and then there goes all of the explosions. There you go, look. Chain reaction explosion. It just blows up and keeps going, so the weapons go, and then the ammo store goes, and then by the time you realise what's going on, it is pretty much dead. So there's the lasers, so look at that. It's, like constant particles going into it. Yeah, alright then, lasers. I like them. We are... What's this one doing? We're actually getting hit quite hard. We've got a W2 Effington here. Is he going to fire out? Yep. You're being hard countered there, mate. You see that? The shot just whizzed out from that. Bang. All your weapons falling off. Okay, then. Ram. Go to there. Ram. There. It can't. It won't. You. Ram. There. Go. There we are. It's moving now. So the lasers are hitting. The lasers do alright, actually. They're all shouting, where's the coal, where's the coal? We've got 3 on the ground, 1 broken with no weapon, 2 broken with no weapon, 1 on fire and about to die, and then this thing here. And we can't get to the coal because the coal store's gone and the connection's gone and you can't get down the back, so that's problematic. And that one's just fallen out of the sky and crushed what was left of the other one. So yeah, in terms of design, they are not that great. I mean, they're okay, but they just can't take a hit. It's just the sheer firepower of this thing. That's the thing. It's like it's like KV2 from World of Tanks. Like, it doesn't matter what you're versing. It doesn't matter how much armor they've got. You have just got a big gun that goes bang, and you're going to cause damage. And that's essentially what we've made. We've made flying KV2s in the form of the WT Effington. And there's something really sad about that, look. It's like the front's falling off, it's there. Back's falling off, it's there. And it's just, look, the legs are just sort of going, oh well. Good grief. I've lost this one, I think. Yeah. I think we've lost that one. So we'll leave the combat. Okay, one last one. Airship editor. Open design. And we'll open probably the laser again, I think. Probably the way to go, Laserington. And we will get rid of said laser. And we'll put an excavator on. No. The excavator, if we do that, will be another... Oh, you know what? Let's just put the bloody excavator on the front. Get rid of all of this. There we go. Excavator. It fits on the front. Okay, right. It's a bit silly, obviously. Needs more supply hatches, apparently. Apparently that's the only problem. That's the only thing the game's complaining about. You haven't got enough supply hatches. What's my service ceiling? 106 meters! How? Okay, whatever. Fine. We'll accept that. 1, 2 supply hatches. Right, that's technically done. Armor's fine. In terms of the paint, we'll fill. Right, we'll go to probably rename, and it's not called the Laserington. What the hell is that? It's an excavator, isn't it? It's the Ooge Choppington. Save design. Save. Okay, leave that. Combat. I was going to try the Tesla coil, but I really have to try this, don't I? So, add building. It's going to be the Big Def, and we'll shove it there. Then we'll go for the airship. Huge Choppington. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do us. What we on? 9 grand. It's quite cheap then. Maybe because it's a bit crap. Airship. You know what? We'll just put the same old. Because it's always fun watching it explode. Oh, we'll put some lasers in. We'll put a W2 Effington in. And airship. Laserington. There you go. 9795 9667. Close enough. Start. And pause for a start. Because all of these are going to say ram to there. Go. So, there's the lasers coming out. I like the way it look. You see, it's like lighting up the area around it, which is quite good. So we're getting lasered, and immediately this gun's falling off. So that's exactly what we wanted. Oh, there you go. Yep, we're doing some excavating. It seems to be cutting it quite well. Apart from when the middle one gets a suspendium chamber taken out and then cut in half and then landing on the bottom one, taking that gun out. So yeah, it's cutting it quite well, I feel. And then, oh god, look at that. Just went derp, bang, gone, front fall off. Yeah, that's now the Derpington. It's not called the WT Effington, it's now the Derpington. You know what? Them excavator wheels, they work. As, you know, shown there. There's not much left at all. But the problem, as always, is there's not enough armor on these, so when they get destroyed, then, yeah, that happens. So, the Derpington can just sit there and derp all day, which is probably what it's going to do. Our lasering tin is up there because it can fire straight down, which it will. For some reason, the derping tin isn't firing. It's not working out. Okay, we've lost that one. Right. Okay. Now that's the last one. Open design. Huge chopping tin. Weapons. We had super laser before. We want probably a lightning gun. It's not actually that big. Look at that. It's not very big at all. We'll have to have that there. And what does it require? Unit of coal every 9 seconds. Okay. There you go. So. Rename. Hang on. Rename. Drop the part, please. There we go. Rename. This is the Zappington. Double P. Save. Oh, hang on. No. Save. Save. Right. Let's see what this is like. We'll go in the snow because it looks quite nice. And damn it. Snow. Landship. Scorpion. There it is. Oh, maybe not put it in this. Not put it in the sky like that because it'll just break. Airship. And there's the Zappington. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't armor it, by the way. I didn't color it. I just went bump. There you go. That'll do. Don't really know what's going to be like. The whole idea is to just mess around with these ones. We'll put a spidering tin in. Why not? Like so. Right. That's an interesting one. So we need a building. Big def. Put a big def in. Currently on 12,000. Airship. Obviously, we're going to have the flying kindling. There you go. We'll put it very close because I want to see it get zapped. Okay, so we are on 19,600. They're on 19,901. So, pretty much enough to call it about even. We'll click start and then we'll pause it for a second. So, these are angling down, as you can see. This is crushing itself. In fact, losing different pieces. And you can actually you can hardly see the lightning. It's like it is a little like white stripe that comes off these. There you go. You can see like little flashes of white. There you go. See them? Go zap 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 zap. See, I thought the laser would be like that, but they're not. I'm gonna go ram back to there, look, and push this suspension rock out of the way. What we're trying to do is get in range of that, or in arc of that, target that. So we're targeting this. It's not causing any explosions on this. You see that? It is just like a bang, like a zap, 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 zap. Yep, we've taken some suspendium out, which is why the bombarding tin is now on the ground, which means it's useless, essentially. So the way to win this would actually be to simply target the big death, because this can't really hit us. Oh no, it can. It can. It's got the arc. This can't hit us at all. This thing is pretty much dead anyway, so... Oh yeah, we hit something vital there. That's for sure. I'm assuming things like... I mean, I don't know what damage that lightning will cause. I'm assuming metal armor would make it easy to hit, maybe. No. What if it's raining? If it increases the damage or something? Obviously not, but it'd be nice to think so. So, we're actually won this one, believe it or not. Mainly because we've outmaneuvered them. Which is always an underrated thing about actually doing that sort of thing. I tend to make a very sort of forward-facing, block-heavy machine that just goes, if there's something in front of us, it's going to die, but then, you know, ignore the fact that people can go above you. And to be fair, that's why I still think the Zeppelin is one of the best things we've made in terms of economy and how effective it can be. Obviously, flak absolutely kicks the crap out of it, but, you know, I guess it should. So... that one's still no target available. We'll ram down a little bit. There you go, just so we can get in range. What we need to do is make sure we take out the weapons from the top down, which is exactly what we are doing, which is fantastic. There you go, look. It's, yep, they're gone. Okay, so I'm going to tell those to go ram. I use the ram because it means if there's anything even slightly in the way, it'll like actually go anywhere. I'm telling that to ram as well, which ain't going for some reason. I can't move that one. Ram there. Ah, that's the problem. Oh no, we should be okay now. Oh no, its propeller's gone. It can't. Okay. So we'll have to ram down then. Okay. You. Ground the ship. So it's just going to try and land. Because I need to get in front. Nah, it's not working out. Okay, these. Move. Flip. There. And then it'll turn around and it's going to start hitting the back of the Bombardington. And there you go, look, they obviously hit the vital part again. Yeah, that has got Death Star syndrome, hasn't it? You know, a really big honking space cannon that can kick the crap out of absolutely anything. But has one small weakness that if you exploit, the whole thing blows up. You know, case in point. And there you go. That is a decent fight with these zap things. I still think the first gun that we placed, that huge like cannon on rails, the guns of Navarone that fly around, is still the best, or the most interesting thing. It's just there's something derp. Oh look, it's dead now. Shame about that. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Anyway, that's a little bit more airships. Like I said, the mod is on Steam Workshop. It's White Fox 3030s. There's other stuff as well. I'm up for playing around with some more and trying them out. By all means, just link me some suggestions or whatever, and we will go from there. As always, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.